if you are waiting to get started on your creative ideas, whether it be making videos, streaming, producing quality audio, music, then this video is for you. If you've been waiting to, now's the time to start. I'm going to give you 10 examples. I know you couldn't see that. I'm going to give you 10 examples of reasons you may tell yourself you can't start. Reasons I've told myself in the past that I couldn't start. So the first one is the camera. Now I'm using right now a Logitech Brio. I do understand that they have become more expensive in the past few months. I made a video on the coronavirus and how it's getting out of hand. If you want to check that out, I'll leave that in the description down below. So why should you not let a bad camera? Now I'm not gonna lie, you do need some camera. But you know what else has a camera? Your phone. Pretty much everybody has a phone these days that has a camera. And some of them are better than the webcams you're gonna be able to buy. Some are better than the older camcorders. So you're really doing yourself a disservice if you wanna make funny skits, if you want to just put yourself out there, because it's not for everybody. Maybe you try it and you say, it's not a career path for me, and you move on to something else, bigger and better things. At least you won't be killing yourself, fantasizing, thinking, well, I could have done it. Maybe I could have been better. So now you can move on. But if you have a phone, start because you're gonna start getting the experience. You're gonna understand that you have to learn about lighting. You're gonna have to learn about audio, and that comes with time and practice. Stuff I'm learning now, stuff that you will be learning in the future. The second thing is your mic. So I went and I picked up a mic, a more professional quality mic, and I got a little $30 lavalier mic, and I found that the quality is quite similar. So especially if you want to do skits, this is great. You just clip it right on, and then bam, there you go. You just talk into it. But this could also be used for streams. This could be used for audio logs. This could be used for a podcast even, if you wanted to. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the best quality, but it could be great. Now, the one thing this one has is a ton of cords, so read the description. If you need something to be 20 feet, which I did, so I wanted this, then get it. If you want something shorter, or if you want something that can detach, make sure you get the portable one. Now they're going to be more expensive, but you get what you pay for, and you can get some of these for as low as $20. And so I just like this one. It didn't have to have batteries, just got a built-in charger, and I'll leave that in the description as well, because I'm not getting paid for any of this, by the way. This is just, I found this to be a good mic, and so much stuff. The third thing that you may think you need is a studio. Well, in this room, it's pretty barren. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty barren room. I want to decorate it for streams, but for now I've been using a green screen. Right now I have it rolled up because I was doing something else. You can even see it's chroma keyed out. Well, for $13 you can have a green screen. That's how much I paid for mine. You can film in like a 3 foot by 3 foot bubble basically. So that's really not a good excuse. So yeah, you may get hot in this small space, you may have to take breaks more frequently, but it can be done. So you shouldn't let that stop you. Number 4. This is probably the biggest one. Maybe I should save it for last, but honestly, the biggest excuse is free time. Your lack of it. Maybe you have a family, maybe you have a job that takes a lot of time, you have a long commute, but if you don't start it now, you never will. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, I've done that with many things. It took me, I wanted a garden. For a long time, I've wanted just a small vegetable garden. Pretty basic, right? Just go plant some seeds in the soil. I waited 12 years, something like 12 years before I actually planted it. And the reason was because I was letting my fear of being perfect, of having the right circumstances, everything just overwhelm me. I get overwhelmed pretty easy, I will admit. And you need to know your strong suits and what you're bad at. So what did I do? I figured if I did a raised bed garden, I could easily control the environment. There would be less weeds, there'd be less pests, and so far it's been going great. And that could apply to anything. So you've waited to ask a girl out, you've waited to start your own business. Now's the time to start, because honestly, you have to take things into consideration. If you don't have the cash, if you're not set up for certain things, they will fail. Like if you open a restaurant and you have no ability to get food, it's gonna fail. So be smart. Don't just jump into the blue. So the fifth thing that could keep you from doing something creative, keep you from streaming, is bad internet. You say, oh, if I had better internet, I definitely would have a better stream. If I had better internet, I could be a YouTube billionaire, millionaire, thousandaire. But I have terrible internet. In fact, that's why I'm doing YouTube videos, because you can have really bad internet. You can have really bad internet, and yet you still can post and do a pretty good job with it. So that's not really good excuse. I'll put a picture how bad my internet can be, so you can see. So don't let bad internet stop you. If you have internet at all, then upload it. If you don't have internet, once again, your phone probably has internet, so use it. If your phone has internet, but your computer doesn't, your house doesn't, upload on there for now, because you can do it on TikTok, on Twitter, on Vine. No, not on Vine. So work with what you have. The sixth thing that you may think is keeping you back is a lack of knowledge. Insert meme here. Ty Lopez, if he can figure out how to be a millionaire, whatever, then so can you. So don't let your lack of knowledge hold you back. If you need more knowledge, there's this beautiful thing you're probably sitting in front of right now called the internet. It's free. If you can go to the library, you can get it for free. So don't let a lack of knowledge get you down, because that's why they have courses. You can go to Skillshare, you can go on YouTube, you can go to all these places where there's all these free resources for you to learn, to grow, and it's really just a shame that you hold yourself back just because you don't have a decent foundation of knowledge. Because once you start, you may become addicted to it, and you can learn more and more. You get books, you can get courses, whatever you need. You branch out, but you gotta start somewhere. If you don't start, you will never start. More skill. Now this is kind of in line with more knowledge, but I feel that it's a little slightly different. So more skill could be more technical skill, more skill on lighting, on videoing, photography, whatever, dancing, whatever you want to do. And you say, I don't even have enough skill to start. Man, I'm so bad at dancing. Every time I've tried it in the past, I've looked like a total fool. That may be true. Maybe you're just bad at dancing. But you're never going to get better at dancing by saying, oh, I'm bad at dancing. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt and just try it. The eighth thing is energy. You may think you don't have enough energy to be creative in your daily life, and that may be true, and there's a couple ways you can remedy that. One, if you're not getting enough sleep, definitely need to start doing that. If you're not getting enough exercise, now's the time. Same with food, same with social connections. If you don't have those 4 pillars, in my opinion, you're gonna feel bad. Your energy's gonna be low, and if your energy's low, people are gonna tell it online. You have to have personality, you have to show who you really are. And especially if you're on YouTube, you have to exaggerate it, because that's what people are used to. Something I'm learning, something you'll have to learn. So don't let a lack of energy. And if you are too beaten down because of other things, sometimes you'll have to sacrifice something. Maybe you have to sacrifice a little time with your kids, maybe you have to sacrifice a little time at work, whatever you can do. If you can cut back in any way, it'll help you out. So the ninth thing is a quiet environment. So I don't know if you can hear in the background, I do have a son. He is very loud, he talks all the time, but that should not be a reason you cannot post something. And maybe it won't be the best quality. Maybe for right now, this is all you can do, but it's better than nothing because you're gonna learn. Maybe you'll learn how to make it more quiet. Maybe you'll learn when's the best time. So there's definitely things that you can still learn just from starting out, even if it's not ideal. And yeah, people probably be like, what the hell is that audio in the background, man? I can hear some stupid kid screaming. Yeah, maybe they can, maybe you can. But that's life. So if they don't understand, they leave a negative, nasty comment, well, that's 1 in 1,000, 1 in a million, whatever. And the last thing, reason you don't start is money. What do you do about a lack of money? Well, I think there's a couple great places to start. One, use what you have. Whether it's trash lying around the house, toys that your kids have, if you're making skits, there's all kinds of things you can do. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to buy a wig every time you do a skit. You don't have to be a genius to figure out, oh, I can use some cardboard as a prop, I can paint, I can use some fabric from some old clothes I was going to throw away and make a bandana, anything, something like that. And you'll be able to put all these stories together, and props are just a small part. They're important for sure, but they're just a small part in the puzzle. Don't let yourself be held up by the fact you don't have a significant amount of money to sink right now. So this has kind of just been the top 10 things on my mind about reasons in the past that I haven't started. Things that you may be able to do better, things that may make you think about something. So this is just 10 things that I would say don't let these things hold you back, guys, because there's a million reasons you cannot do something, but you need to figure out what are the reasons you will do it. Not that you could do it or should do it, but you will do it. Because if you're watching this video, you probably will do something. You'll make something. You'll be better than you were yesterday. So overall, just remember, be better than you were yesterday. Be someone that you want to be. Be the people that you idolize. They started somewhere. Go back. If you have a YouTuber that you admire, go back to the beginning of their channel and see if they're exactly like they are now. And I'll guarantee they're not, because they didn't start with all the camera, the crew, the lighting, the knowledge, the mistakes, none of that stuff. So if they can do it, then so can you. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate your time.